Hi everyone, in this video I am going to share my VMware interview experience. This is an off-campus interview experience. These are the details about the role. The role is MTS, which is Member of Technical Staff, which is equivalent to the SDE role. The type of offer that I got is Internship plus FTE. These are the interview details. 3 rounds of interview were conducted. 2 were technical round and 1 was managerial round. Each were for 1 hour. Round 1. After I gave my intro, the interviewer gave his intro. Then he asked me about my project. So I explained him about my favorite project. Then he asked me some OOPS related concepts. I explained him. Then he asked me resume based question based on my other projects that I have mentioned in my resume. Then after that he asked me to explain a practical example of a networking concept. I can't tell you the exact question, but it was based on protocols. Then he asked me operating system questions. Then after that, 2 medium level coding questions based on arrays were asked. He asked me to write the full working code on a code editor along with the brute force plus optimize approach along with the time complexity. So I opened the code editor, wrote the whole code, dry run the code, and then I ran the code explaining him each and every step. It is very important to explain while we are writing. Explain each and every step. So I wrote the brute force approach, I explained him, I told him the time complexity, then I wrote the code for optimize approach for that question. Then again I explained him the time complexity of the optimize approach for 2 questions. Then he gave me a scenario based question based on the OOPS concept of inheritance, and he asked me to implement file handling in the scenario based question. So I wrote the code for that also, and after 2 days I got a mail for round 2. In round 2, after my intro, the interviewer gave his intro. Then he asked me about my project, the final year project. Then he asked me some compiler based question like what type of compilers you know. What is the working of compiler? What is the difference between compiler and interpreter? These type of questions were asked. Then he asked me some networking related questions, some OOPS related concepts, and then he asked me to explain some latest technologies that I know, like Docker, Kubernetes, and many more. Then he explained me the details about the role that I'll be working for. Then after 1 day I got a call from HR that I have an interview for round 3, which is managerial round with the manager. It was with the senior manager. She was a lady. So after my intro, she gave her intro. She was a very experienced lady. Then she asked me the challenges that I faced and how I handled them. The technologies that I know, the technologies that I have been working for, the projects that I have worked on, the journey till now, from first year to 4th year, my college journey. Then strengths, weaknesses, these type of questions, HR related questions. Then she asked me why I want to join VMware and why, what makes me interested towards VMware, working with VMware. So I explained her. Then after that day, I got the offer, internship plus full-time offer from VMware, and I have decided to join VMware. Firstly as an intern, and then my offer will be converted to full-time. So that was all about my internship, my interview experience with VMware. Thank you.